Welcome to the Ostomy Body Positive Confidence Chronicles, where we highlight inspiring ostomy journeys through education, relatable stories, and expert insights. We also feature companies, products, and professionals improving ostomy care. Please like, share, subscribe, and or join our movement. The Facebook group link is in the description below. Okay, I'm going to hit go live. And as you know, it takes a while for it to show up. So I do my dance, and you are welcome to join me if you'd like. Heck yeah. Get it, Theresa. Yeah, she's got like the hands going on. I like that. That's some Reiki. Send some good vibes to the rest of the group. Heck yeah. Let's see. And then I'll just look here and see if we're on yet. There's a pretty good delay, especially on my end. I don't know. Mine takes a while to show up. So I don't like to start until I know we're all here, you know? What's going on? It's so slow right now. Oh, we're live. Perfect. All right. Live is good to go. Scott just messaged us. So welcome, Ostomy Body Positive. We have Theresa. Theresa, it's Rubino. Is that how I say it?
Yes, but it's Theresa.
Oh, it's Theresa.
Theresa, yeah. Oh man, if my parents heard you say Teresa, they'd say, that's not your name. So
Good. Well, I'm
Theresa.
glad you corrected me because it looks like Teresa, but you're right. It actually more looks like Theresa.
Theresa. Yes, and
And
this was Rubino.
okay, Rubino. And your middle name's Anne. I know you go by
Yes,
that kind of sometimes too, right? On the Ostomy
correct.
Body Positive. Yeah. So welcome. You've decided to graciously grace us with your presence and talk about your ostomy experience and ostomy life. So we're going to get into some questions here, but why don't we start by you telling us a little bit about who you are and about your ostomy and how long you've had it.
Okay, my name, as you know, is Theresa Rubino. I live in Garden Grove, California. I'm Mickey Mouse's neighbor, as I always tell Nicole. Um, I've had my ostomy now 4 years. So in 2021,
Oh,
and it wasn't anything planned. I didn't have IBS, IBD, cancer, no nothing. It was a trauma. I had an incarcerated hernia, which I
mm,
knew I had a hernia for years, and I was kind of following with the urologist, and then I just kind of let it go, and I ended up just really, really sick and
wow.
infection and stuff. I went to the ER. They sent me home with antibiotics. If they said if you don't get better within the next like 5 days or so, come back, as soon as possible. So the antibiotics weren't helping, so I went back in 2 days and come to find out that I had an incarcerated hernia. I mean, I was in bad shape.
Wow. See, this is like um another new thing I've heard of, right? Because there's like it's funny because we always assume that it has something to do with gastrointestinal, or something like that, or cancer, but
Mhm.
you're another classic case of just some other random thing happening.
And it was in my large intestine. I mean, they tried to repair the hernia, but it wasn't successful, so they ended up giving me an ileostomy.
Yeah.
Um,
And is
and,
it
and,
per it's permanent?
well, that's another thing too. I decided to keep it permanent because of the surgery that they did to try and repair the ostomy surgery. No, I had no problem with that. No, I'm pain with that after it. From
Sure.
the surgery that they did to try and repair the hernia was
Mhm.
pretty big, and it took forever for it to heal. I ended up having to um, be put on a wound vac, and that was very painful
Ah,
because I had one.
mhm.
And then because I had necrotizing fasciitis, is that how you say it?
Oh,
It took forever for when they opened up the stitches, it just kind of opened back up again. I had tunneling, and so it took forever to heal. And when I finally got in to see the surgeon that did the surgery, like almost 2 years later
Oh gosh. Huh.
because my appointment had been canceled when I was at the nursing facility where I was staying at the time,
Hmm.
unbeknownst to me. So when I finally got back into to see the surgeon for the follow up, he said, "Yeah, you can have it. There's possible to reverse it, but you're going to have a lot more pain
Mm.
to for the surgery to heal." So I said, "I'll just keep it." So
Yeah. Yeah.
permanent,
Okay. Yeah,
permanent,
sometimes, sometimes life is better with it, and thinking about doing a reversal, it doesn't always sound appealing. So
right?
props to you for doing it. And then what's something that, well, I kind of know something you like. When I see you, I think of like cats because you're always
Oh
posting
God, cats,
you
yes,
love
yes.
cats. So what else? What do you have for hobbies and that kind of thing? What do you do?
I love my glue gun.
Yeah.
Arts and crafts. I
Uh-huh.
like to get out the sketch pad and sketch or um,
Yeah.
draw. Just
Yeah.
anything. I'm an artsy person. I love flowers. I like to do flower arranging.
Yeah. Nice. Nice. So, I think some couple of these questions are going to be a little bit different because your circumstance is different, but has your ostomy, I can't really say it helped you gain confidence in doing something you love, but I suppose as opposed to having the hernia, right? Like it's better now, even though you had to have an ostomy because of what you were going through. So I don't know. Can you speak to that a little bit? Like, has it helped you at all?
That was one of the questions that you asked me that I was like, I didn't know how I was going to answer it. I really don't know how I can answer it
Yeah. Yeah.
because um, I
It
could
didn't.
do everything before, so it's not like.
Yeah. So what's been like something that you've had trouble like or a big challenge to adjusting to your life with an ostomy and how have you
Um,
overcome it?
um, that's another thing too. Putting trust in my caregivers to change my appliance for me
Mm.
because because of the placement of my ostomy, it's not down in the front. It's kind of high up and out to the side.
Oh.
So that's one reason. And then another reason, I have rheumatoid arthritis as well. So my range of motion to for me to be able to do that, I can't
Yeah.
see what I'm doing as it is, but just
Yeah.
my hands and stuff.
Yeah.
So that's one thing that I've had to I don't know how to say it. I'm put my trust in somebody else to do it. I
Yeah.
I know how to do it. I can tell somebody how to do it and
Yeah.
but when it comes down to actually doing it myself physically, I can't do it. So that's been hard for me.
Right. And then, like you said, putting your trust into them. So, as caregivers, you probably have multiple different caregivers. And
Yes.
so they don't always know. There might be like a turnover as well in different caregivers, right? So a new caregiver comes in or,
Yeah, we've actually since I've been here, there's only been uh, two a couple that was here, husband and wife that are here that left, but
uh-huh.
um, now there's two of them that
Oh,
you
okay.
know regularly will change them on the
Yeah.
because I change them every third and fourth day. So
Okay.
I mean they know how to do it,
Yeah. Yeah.
but it's
And-
still there's that thing in the back of my mind thinking like, oh
yeah.
my God, get it right,
Right.
and
And you don't
it's
want
just
to have a leak. You want to make sure they're getting a seal on it, like that kind of thing. Yeah.
exactly because I mean I can be out anywhere because I go out and do a lot of stuff by myself, thinking, oh my God, is it gonna leak? Oh no, just pray
Yeah.
that it doesn't never leak. And
Yes.
but I never had that happen, that incident happen, so I've been lucky with that.
Good. Good. Yeah. So, how has your self-image changed since having an ostomy? And what advice would you give to somebody who may be struggling with their body image with having an
You know,
ostomy?
I just say, everybody's different. Love your body. I mean, it's a part of you now.
Yeah.
In my case, not having the previous issues with it, to where having to worry about, am I going to be close to a bathroom or um, I just, let just love yourself. Everybody's different, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Everybody's beautiful, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know,
Yeah.
that, I mean, even me too. I always think, can somebody see my, if it's too full, can they see the bulge in my clothes? Because
Hmm.
I don't wear it out when I go out in public. It's always
Sure.
covered, but
Sure. Yeah. Yeah. Well, it sounds like you've accepted it well. So it sounds like you're doing exactly what you need to be doing, right? You've
exactly.
accepted it, and it's hard sometimes for some people, but if you can, learn to adapt to it and get through your day, it does give more confidence if you're someone who had a problem with needing to get to a restroom, it does take away that anxiety. So yeah, so you can see how that would help somebody who does have a gastro issue.
Right.
What is a misconception about living with an ostomy that you wish more people understood?
Oh, that it's a death sentence. That, oh my God, how can you live? That's horrible.
Yeah,
You can live a normal life. It's like,
yeah.
it's a lifesaver, you know.
Hmm.
It's just like,
Yeah,
it helped, you know, save your life.
yeah.
So don't be a butthead. No,
Yeah,
no.
no, we hear that all the time. People thinking that why? Like, why would I do that? Like, if I have to have an ostomy, like, I don't want to be alive. And it's like I just yeah, I would wish more people understood. I wish there was like a test people could do, like wearing one without actually getting one, but not just the appliance, like letting it fill up and seeing how they would change that. That would be, interesting.
That's one thing that I've told the caregivers. I said, you know, here, I'm gonna, because they always say, oh no, your bag isn't too full, because I can empty it during the day, you know, when I
Sure.
need to. It's just like, but here, I'm gonna give you a bag. I have plenty. I'm not worried about running out of stuff. In fact, I
Yeah.
have too many. I'm gonna give you a bag. We're gonna put it on your abdomen, and you know, it's gonna stick. We're gonna do it the same way that that you would put it on me.
Yeah.
Everything, and I'm gonna fill it with water. And you tell me, how comfortable is that to walk around with
Yes.
that? Are you afraid that it's gonna your bear is gonna come off of your abdomen because there's too much weight on it? So
Right.
it's just like, yeah, I'm all like, here, you try it. You
Yeah.
now you know how I feel.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
you know, have that type of a thing. Here, it's one of those things where you try it and you see how it
Yeah.
feels.
Yeah, it's especially after you've had one your appliance on for 3, 4 days, it's like having a full bag. We know that it could end up being, result in a bad incident. So yeah, you're right.
Okay,
It
okay.
is. It would be helpful for people to, understand like what it is like. So yeah. What is a piece of advice or a tip that you have learned through your ostomy, experience that has made it easier, to live on a day-to-day basis? Like what's been something that you found that really works good for you?
I always advocate for myself. I'm always constantly on the internet looking up stuff if I have a question. Um,
Yeah.
also, too, having a good ostomy nurse.
Do you have a good ostomy nurse?
That's it. I had an ostomy nurse, perfect good ostomy nurse, but then she left the clinic and went to, I don't know, their hospital or another, because I'm with the UCI, the
Okay.
UC health systems.
Yep.
So went to one of the other facilities. So now it's just an ostomy clinic. You don't
Okay.
particularly see one person, which I haven't had to go in and see for any
Yeah.
issues that I've had yet. But
Yeah.
so yeah, just find yourself a good ostomy nurse, because you go,
Yeah.
if you have to go to the hospital for an emergency, and you forget your emergency bag, they're
Yeah.
always not going to have the appliance that works for you. You know, they
Yeah.
may give you something that just for the time being, but
Yeah. Yeah. Do you go to any support groups in your area at all or no?
you know, I never have. There is one though in the Orange County area that I can go to. In fact, um, I've talked to the lady that runs it. I'm
Hmm.
not sure if she's an Ostomate though. I would imagine she probably is.
Hmm.
But I had a lot of supplies and stuff that
Yeah.
extra ones that I didn't have any use for. So contacted her, and um, my sister took them and dropped them off, and
Oh,
she's,
nice.
well, yeah, we can't use them here, but we can ship them someplace else. So
Yeah.
I do know that. I've never been to one though. I would like to go, but
Yeah. Well, you and I should go to one now that we're like just a few towns away.
definitely.
That would be fun.
But
Perfect.
this group has helped me out too. I mean,
Yeah. Yeah.
I've looked into, or when I first started, I was um, member of the ladies ileostomy or something
Mm-hmm.
group, and one of
Mm-hmm.
the other ones, I didn't like it at all. I just
Yeah.
didn't like it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I didn't like the way the people were on it. They were just so demeaning to each other and just
Mm.
arguing with their comments and stuff. And
Yeah, I've seen that being commented about other groups too. And as you know, that's not what we want in our group. So we try to mitigate that when things come up. So, and I'm just super glad that you're a part of the group because you're a big you like to post and you comment and you're very supportive and uplifting and upbeat. And I just think that it's great to see you when you're there. And yeah, it's been good to kind of get to know you a little bit here through the
yeah,
Optum support group. So, and I'm really thankful for you sharing your story because it helps other people, and I hope that it also helps you being able to talk about it more. But,
oh,
but it
definitely.
sounds like you're a very open person and you don't mind telling people about it anyway. So
No, no.
that's awesome. That's awesome. That's a great attitude to have. So I encourage you to keep that up. Yeah. So is there anything else closing that you'd like to say to the group while you're on? Any last words of advice or any tips or inspiration?
Not that I can think of on the top of my head.
That's okay. That's okay.
It's always hard when you put on the spot. You
That was me
haven't thought
putting
about
it,
it, you know.
that was me putting you on the spot for sure.
Uh-uh.
Um, well, great. This is so good to have you on. And like I said, I'm so glad you got to share your story and we'll be in touch again.
Finally, yeah,
Yep.
sure will.
And we'll have to hit up an ostomy support group. I would love to go to one in the area just because, yeah, see what it's like. Meet some other people in the area. Be good.
Definitely, definitely.
All right. Thanks, Theresa.